Hello, and welcome to Sweeney Pat Shut It Slag News, numero 30. And this is a signature special where we talk about the petition with over 2 million signatures calling for a general election. Now it's 2.1 million. Right, now you can. I'll try not to drag this out too much, as this has been covered by a lot of people on BoobTube. And besides which, Mrs. Sweeney Pat is doing breaded mozzarella bites in the oven. It's gone up to 2.2 million now, Dave. So, if you need 100,000 signatures on a petition for it to be debated in Parliament, then 2.2 million divided by 100,000 could, in theory, be debated at least, more than once. You slag! You slag! Nah, not later. We potentially have a petition that's up for debate, set up as a petition by Michael Westwood, who I feel should be given a free bag of quavers for such a simple yet practical approach for getting a new set of clans into Clanning Street, and gives a direct argument with a clear and proposed solution, a general election. And although there will be no generals involved, it will be an uphill struggle and incur a huge backlash in the Gov, covering up the cracks, albeit through lashings of stupidity. Let's take Rachel, Anne of Cleves Reeves, I prefer chicken, who puts on her CV, big wig finance person for big banks, when in fact, what she really did was empty the parking meters at Leeds Town Hall car park. And then there is Kia, fell off a weir, needs to read the Dalai Lama Starmer, who should be packing a suitcase with his tailored tails and a couple of extra cans of WD-40 to oil his joints and lubricate his rubber boat in order to be ready for his stretch in a place of detention. And I'm not talking about a bit of the old hanky-panky roleplay with Swifty neither. But I have to be the bad guy here and ask the question, who will debate this in Parliament? Nobody ever turns up on nothing. It could just be Nigel Farage and the Speaker of the House of Commons battling this out. And what's this May 20th, 2025 deadline date? Do we have to wait that long? We could all be smidgens of white dust by then. Still, you gotta laugh. Luckily, here at Shut It Slag News, I have my top political advisor, Dave. You what? Yeah, I know you're my only political advisor. That still makes you the top one, don't it? Seriously, Dave will get to the bottom of these queries, even if just for my sake, because as you all know too well, I'm Sweeney Pat, the man who doesn't know what is going on. Dave, on the other hand, no false modesty, he studied at Oxford. All the clever cloaks go there, don't they, Dave? I was just saying that Oxford is one of the best universities, ain't it? What do you mean you didn't go to that Oxford? How many Oxfords are there? Oxford, Alabama? Jesus! We'll talk about this later, you 24-carat clan. I don't believe it. You've done a Reevesy. Slag! Though, if for only a few days or more, we can sit back and wait to see how Starmer will handle this petition. But even if that is ticking along just fine, we can watch it grow and grow to 10 million. And why not? It will hit a cheeky 10 mil. I've signed it 10 times. Oh no! Yep. Sir Keir, the master debater of Dozy Clannery at 10 Clanning Street, seems to have upset everyone. He's like the weirdo at a party. And we can't even call it Partygate this time. I mean, there wasn't a gate anyway. There was a sheep. Anyway, his face offends, his vacant consciousness offends, his shark eyes offends, his archaic turn of phrase offends now then, his free clothes and tracksuits offend, his free Rolls Royces offend. Oh, wait a minute. Who are we talking about again? Did he rise from the ground like a poltergeist? Never mind. Though, if upsetting the farmers and the people who like the pastures of this green and inclement isle, people living within Welsh dog-free zones, the rich, the poor, and aside from not defining what a working person is, or a woman for that matter, there are 10 million people who won't get their fuel allowance. And that might just seal the deal, my rubber-faced fiend with the Ray-Bans on. And I'm not even going to tell you what Alf Thompson thinks of you. I mean, I could go on all day about this slag car clan. Having said that, Dave, what time is it? Forget it, it's beer o'clock. Ta-ra! You slag! You slag!